So here we are with chapter 4, drawing. So this is the first chapter where we're going to be looking at the different mediums of art making. So this is a good time to talk about the difference between these two terms of media and medium. Drawing is a medium, right? The kind of things you use to make drawings are the media. So notice the first term definition here is the term media. Second one is medium. So notice that drawing is a type of art. And again, example here also I gave you is painting, for instance, which is going to be chapter 5. So it's a type of art making like sculpture, architecture, etc. So we say those are the various mediums. The media are the materials that are used to make the art. So for example, within painting, you have types of paint, whether that would be oil paint, tempera paint, fresco paint, etc. Say for drawing, for instance, we'll talk about graphite drawing, pastel drawing, etc. So that would be the various media. So keeping these two terms separated in your mind is important for talking about art, especially as we make our way through the mediums chapter, which will be going on for some time now in our class. So just some thoughts I have on drawing as an introduction to the first medium we're looking at. I think it is introduced as the first chapter for a couple different reasons. First off, drawing is not very popular in early art history, and there's a very good reason for this. It's because paper is not a very common material, and most drawing we deal with is on some type of paper, whether it be traditional paper, cardboard, so on and so forth. Some people categorize cave paintings as cave drawings. I always say that's sort of a debate regarding nomenclature, definition, and I don't know what the right answer is to that. So you might say that cave drawings are the earliest drawings. That's fine. I would agree with that too. But I'd say overall, drawing is not very popular in early art history. And really, where we see drawing coming into its own is during the Renaissance time period onward. And mostly because artists are now focusing on painting. So again, why have drawing before painting as a medium discussion? I think it's because drawing informs the sketches that are done to create finished paintings. Drawing is often thought of in art history as an indicator of artist skill. If you're a good draftsman, then you're a good artist. And one of the things that I think of when I think of drawing is that it's a very intimate type of medium. It's very much about process and seeing that process. It's a very naked, right, kind of idea of how to look at someone as an artist. So there's not a lot of room for mistakes within it, and it's very intimate. It shows you their thought process as they plan something. Now, thinking about drawing, really, you can kind of go into it two different ways. The way I choose to think of it is sometimes you can look at drawing as a preparation or a sketch, or you can also look at it as a finished product. So the first category is the preparation or the sketch, and the second is the finished product. So I brought in this example that's also in your textbook, which is the Ingres study for the portrait of Louise de Haussonville. And you don't really need to know much about her. It's just that she was a very wealthy woman during the time of Ingres' painting career, and that was during the Romantic period. So we're looking at the early 1800s in France. So this is a typical sketch. So you notice we're looking at a graphite sketch, pencil on paper, and he is roughing out essentially how he would like to approach this portrait of this wealthy woman. So he has some ideas about what he's going to do here. Now, let's look at the finished painting on the left alongside the sketch. And one of the things I'm sure you can notice right away is that there are similarities to the sketch and there are quite obvious differences from the sketch. So again, why did drawing become so popular? Mainly in the Renaissance period onto the different periods later on, it was a way of sketching out your thought process and getting that moving before you would do the finished painted work. So I hope you can see that correlation or connection there. Now, of course, there's a lot of artists who consider the idea of drawing as a finished product in and of itself. One of those artists that's very famous for this is Chuck Close. He is a contemporary artist, and this is his self-portrait with cigarette. He's also known for very inventive ways of drawing. He's been known to draw by using thumbprints, his own thumbprints or fingerprints. So he's used different kinds of scanning methods to break down images into grids and create, again, surprising kind of contemporary drawings that are a little bit outside the norm. You'll notice his work is very photorealistic, as we say. But again, this is something meant to be a finished product. It's not meant to be a sketch in any way, shape, or form.